and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The guard set is Quickly and Barrett. Rob Williams is out there with Scotty Barnes. And it's Ayton in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for the Pistons, Harris is out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Jaden Ivey. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Cunningham in at the 2. We are right in the middle part of a long season, GA. As a player, how do you stay engaged? How do you stay focused?
Kevin, this is where the grind can really catch up to you. Easy to start feeling complacent or check out a little bit. So you got to shake that off. And I tell you another thing, your coaches will play a huge role in keeping you engaged.
Now here's Barnes. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Chalk up 2 there.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Pass to Harris. Poked away. Stolen by Quickly. Nobody near Barnes. Wide open shot is on the money.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Duren. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, the numbers will show that Duren is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high motor player.
Now, here's Quickly. He had 15 points last outing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Now, Ivy. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
Cunningham showing his game extends above the rim.
Here's Barrett. There's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Ivy. Cunningham outside. Ivy against Quickly. Olynyk high post. Knocked loose and stolen by Ayton. Here's Barrett, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Harris.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Barrett. And so Barrett nails both of them. Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and we were just talking the other day. What a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area, and great sports fans. Hardworking people that really value hardworking teams, and if you are one, they will be behind you all the way.
Here's Quickly after the basket by Detroit. Rebound by Olynyk.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Now, here's Ivy. This game he had 10 points, just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. that one on a
personal foul.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
Harris, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
first one falls for him.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Barnes. Ayton trying to break free. Some solid defense from Harris. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Now, here's Durant. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against Cleveland. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Now, here's Ivy. Scoreless thus far. Here's Cunningham. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
And again, Toronto no luck.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter.
Now here is Harris after R.J. Barrett's miss. Harris kicks to Ivy. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Drives to the hoop. Here's Quickly. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Pistons leading. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pistons head coach and I did get a chance to talk. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. And that's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David. Here's Ivy. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Ivy passes to Harris. Olynyk dishes to Harris. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Duran. No good. Shot missing. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
And here is Harris after R.J. Barrett hitting the 3. And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Quickly. The rebound by Ivy.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football.
A change here. Mitchell's checked in. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Robert Williams. Barrett against Thompson. To to the paint. Here's Ivy. Makes it off the glass.
And he's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in that.
Raptors with the lead. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. That's tipped. And they get it back. It's out of bounds. Okay, they say it was last touched by Ivy. Stewart checked in for the Pistons. Fontecchio's coming in for Cade Cunningham. Raptors also changing it up. Edey comes in for DeAndre Ayton. And Charles Passey's subbed in for Scotty Barnes. Now, here's Barrett. He's got 8. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Team second.
On defense, Detroit trailing by 2. Mitchell kicks to Murray. 5 on the clock. The 11-footer, and there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's his first foul. Shepard's checked in for R.J. Barrett.
Raptors substitution. Shepard.
The Pistons have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Ivy with the bucket.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Shepard, the pass to Bassey. They get a hand on it. Ivy against Mitchell. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Passes it to Shepard. Count it.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Ivy. To the inside. And Duren slams it in.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Mitchell passes to Bassey. Comes up empty down low. The Pistons trailing. Fontecchio with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State for Murray. And that one's good. Fontecchio. And here is Mitchell. Now the pass to Bassey. Dishes it to Murray. Rebound by the Pistons. Duren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Thompson. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, the speed makes Thompson such a threat with the ball in his hand.
Mitchell against Ivy. And it's Mitchell missing. And, well, Detroit shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Pass to Stewart. Just 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. The Pistons making a change here. Sasser's checked in. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Raptors. So it's the Pistons now. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to Mitchell. Pass to Edey. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Second personal foul.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop the layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Holland, he's checked in for Fontecchio. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Passes it to Stewart. Poke loose. Inside, here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
So it's the Pistons now. The Raptors getting the bucket. The pass to Holland. And stolen by Murray. Driving inside. He shoots again. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. Here's Sasser. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Raptors. 5th on the list, the Pistons.
Both of these teams are going to have to really take care of the basketball because they're both making a killing scoring off those turnovers.
That one is off. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Detroit. And the second free throw, good. There's 1:26 left to play here in the first. Mitchell outside. Pass to Shepard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Raptors.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. Here's Holland. Still scoreless. Pass to Stewart. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Here's Sasser. Covered by Mitchell. Thompson for 3. Fernando pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Sasser. There's the dish to Thompson. There's 37 seconds left in the first.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Shepard, the pass to Murray. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make. Pistons trail by 3. Now Sasser. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second personal foul.
For Detroit, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for Detroit, Sasser. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Sasser. He's off on the second. Now, here's Mitchell. Nothing on the board. Here's Murray. He can't get that one. With 1 on the clock. And no good. What a performance from R.J. Barrett. He has been the story for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number 1, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players, so you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
So for Toronto right now, on the perimeter, it's Barrett and Barnes. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Emmanuel quickly. And it's Fernando in at the 4-man position. Here's Fernando. Still yet to score.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
And it's Moore penetrating. Right wing. Tipped away. And stolen by Ayton. Here's Barnes. Here's Fernando. Rebound, Detroit. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, just way too many turnovers in that one. If you can't protect the ball, you can't expect to win.
Yeah, look, turnovers hurt you in 2 ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Pistons, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And it's Fontecchio in for Moore. And Toronto also making a switch. Charles Massey. He's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And it's tied up with that one. And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Barrett. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. Just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
And, well, Detroit shooting 43% for the game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, DA, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Here's Barrett following the bucket by the Pistons. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And this is Barrett at his best. Looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
Sasser. Some solid defense from Ayton. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Quickly looking it over. Takes the 13-footer. Second shot opportunity. And it's Ayton missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And he dunks it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by Detroit. It's blocked.
Well, Duren making his physical presence known.
Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Duren. Loads of expectations come with going #1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
And he makes the first. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The Pistons trailing. To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Barrett. Barnes has got 6.
Barnes so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
Cunningham with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Just 3 to shoot. Detroit, no good that time either. Raptors leading by 4. Barrett with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. Yep, that one goes in there.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
For Detroit, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Ivy passes to Cunningham. Here's Duren. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Barnes. Here he goes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what a physical drive by Barnes, not holding anything back.
The Raptors have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Pistons making a change here. Harris is checked in. Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Raptors. Barnes hits them both.
And Barnes, an all-around threat, a good scorer, aggressive rebounder, a solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Ivy with the bucket. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. 6-point lead. It's hauled in by Stewart.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Barnes against Harris. Banked in off the glass.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. Pistons trail by 6. Cunningham passes to Harris. And here is Duren. Cunningham outside. Passes to Stewart. 5 to shoot over Williams. And the shot is long.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
Here's Quickly. And another basket for Toronto.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Here's Duren. The pass to Stewart. Back to Duren. Pass to Harris. And Barnes sends.
I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup.
High post. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals.
Tip perfectly.
Mitchell against Ivy.
Sure.
Ivy passes to Stewart. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to...
Moore outside. Lobbed up there for Thompson. No good that time. Raptors leading by 9. Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Edey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Harris. The Raptors getting the bucket. Clock at 6. Rebound by the Raptors. Fernando's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ivy against Mitchell. And stolen by Ivy. And now the fast break. Ivy with the ball. And Thompson kicks to Ivy. Thompson with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Ivy passes to Olynyk. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Olynyk doing his best brick wall impression. Was still able to wiggle free for the score.
Murray outside. Passes it to Fernando. Shepard with the ball. Got a piece of it. Moore with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Thompson.
2 minutes.
Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Pistons trail by 9. There's 1:38 left now here in the second. On the wing, Thompson. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul for the Pistons. Holland comes in for Harris. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Jaden Ivey.
Holland. Sasser.
Raptors leading by 9. And you look at Asar Thompson, coach, already imposing at the defensive end of the floor.
He certainly is, Kevin. And that's what they got him to do. But it's the offensive end where he has to make strides, especially in his three-point shooting. It's problematic for a perimeter player who struggles to get the ball in the basket.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's averaging 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Free throw good, Murray. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Pistons trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And there's the pass to Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holland, and that's a foul. Called on Ron Holland. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Raptors leading by 10. And here is Mitchell. Over Sasser. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
Now, here's Olynyk. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Thompson looking for an opening. Here's Moore. That one wide left. Here's Mitchell. Here's the 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Toronto up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be right back after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. There was no stopping R.J. Barrett in the first half. He had 16 points and 1 rebound. This has been a bounce-back game for him after some struggles their last time out. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
They've come out determined to push the pace. Up-tempo offense, getting the ball up court as quickly as possible. Advantage in transition points has been the major difference in this game.
Over to Kenny. What'd you think about Detroit?
They didn't shoot the ball very well, and that's because they didn't have any flow on offense. I'd expect the coaching staff to make some adjustments in blocking. They need to draw up some plays to get a good offensive rhythm.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, R.J. Barrett has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. They've got Harris, Cade Cunningham out there with Ivy. Then it's Durham, and it's Olynyk in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Detroit right now. Barrett against Cunningham. Pass to Duran. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ivy kicks to Cunningham.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gives the hustle and stays home with his man.
Back to Quickly. He dishes it to Ayton. Pass to Quickly. Barrett against Cunningham. Barrett, no good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. A 12-point game. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Barrett. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Moves like that will help Barrett become a more well-rounded threat. Nice ball control.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Here's Cunningham following the basket by DeAndre Ayton.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Barnes, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
There you see the strength of Barnes. He's really hit the weight room, improving that upper body strength.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA, and you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Barrett, no good. Pistons trail by 16. Here's Ivy. And the shot goes down. Ivy's got 8 points.
And that's fantastic body control. Ivy's showing he can take hits while shooting.
Quickly the pass to Ayton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Olynyk.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
DeAndre Ayton, 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, I appreciate how focused DeAndre Ayton is on excelling at what he does best. His primary concern is being a force in the paint on both ends.
Ayton hits them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Cunningham dishes it to Ivy. Pass to Olynyk. Over Ayton. Toronto grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Quickly the pass to Williams. The kick out to Barnes. It's deflected.
Hard to get over that near 7-foot frame of Olynyk. Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Harris passes to Ivy. Back to Harris. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Barnes. And the pass to Quickly. Back to Barnes. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Quickly against Ivy. Harris. No good on that one.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And their defense has taken a turn for the worse here in the second half, allowing way too many easy looks.
Ivy finds Olynyk.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Tries again, and it's Barrett getting it to go. Barrett's got 20 points.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
Cunningham against Barrett. Back to Ivy. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Over Barnes. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Toronto leading by 22. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint.
Fontecchio's coming in for Harris. And Toronto also making a switch. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Offensive rebound.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
Two.
And the first one at the line is good.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
The Raptors making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
The former #1 pick, Cunningham has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
Now, here's Quickly. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And it's blocked. Quickly against Ivy. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Toronto.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. Number 1, the Raptors.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Ivy against Quickly. Cunningham outside. Over Barrett. Knocks down the step-back J. Cunningham's got 8 points.
Cunningham is so skilled working the pick and roll. That time the play was for himself to score.
Down low. And Barrett slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here's Quickly. Passing, no good. Fontecchio passes to Cunningham. Pass to Duran. Toronto grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 16th rebound on the night. Barrett the pass to Bassett. Good.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
First personal foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Here's Sasser.
Raptors foul. Shuffle.
Edie's checked in for Toronto.
Team second. Substitution on the court.
Thompson outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Now Mitchell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Murray right side. The shot misses. Pass to Fernando. Raptors moving the ball around. Kicks to Murray. Just 4 to shoot. Second chance shot. And another shot. Fernando can't get it to go. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Second personal
One thing I
foul.
really like about Asar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
For Detroit, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
One shot.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Raptors. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Out to the wing. The offensive rebound. Edie. Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul. Team.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
For the Raptors. Edie taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Edey. Olenek is checked in for Detroit. So he gets them both. Here's Sasser. And there's the feed to Olenek. Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered by Sasser. Now, here's Mitchell to the inside. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Sasser. Thompson outside.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Inside. Here's Fontecchio. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Fontecchio's got his second basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Back to Mitchell. Passes to Shepard. Here's Fernando. He's covered by Fontecchio. Fernando can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 20. 1:22 left to play in the third. Here's Holland. Edey with the rebound. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Mitchell passes to Fernando. Mitchell outside. Pass to Edey. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Olenek. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 9 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, look, it's not about being a stat stuffer. It's about being a guy coaches can count on and an asset to the team as a whole.
And it's Shepard missing. And for the Pistons, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now, here's Thompson. He has 6. Olenek can't hit.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Murray with it. 10 points for him. Shoots over Holland. No good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Back to the action in just a minute. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guards. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Williams is out there with Barnes. Then there's Shepard. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's quickly in at the point guard position. Here's Shepard. He feeds it to Ayton. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
3-second violation.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Monday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Here's Stewart, right through the knee for the layup.
Well, that's some good defense inside. Just a better play by Stewart.
That's tipped. Here's Quickly. Rebounded by the Pistons. Olynyk's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Thompson dishes to Olynyk. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Stewart misses.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
And it goes down 2 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Thompson over Shepard. Stewart passes to Harris. Moore outside. The second chance effort and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
8-second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Pistons, Wendell Moore. 2 shots.
That's good for Moore.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Detroit making a switch here. Duran's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Barrett's checked in. That one is no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The assist, Scotty Barnes.
And here is Moore. Here's the pass to Harris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you like how physical Harris can get inside, always looking to initiate contact on offense.
For your Pistons, Tobias Harris, 2 shots. Two.
That's good from Harris. Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for more. And Harris drops them both.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Ivey against Quickly. He kicks to Barrett. Now, here's Quickly. He's guarded closely. Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, he has so much size. Ayton forcing the defense to collapse on him and gets to the line.
DeAndre Ayton, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
free throw drops for Ayton.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Pistons trail by 18. Harris looking it over on the wing. Thompson. Here's Duren. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Barrett.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
That free throw, no good. After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duren had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duren knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots, shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
Now, here's Barrett. It's Cunningham with the rebound. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Detroit, trailing by 19. Harris against Barnes. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for Detroit, Harris. Tobias Harris, 2 shots. Two.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. Raptors leading by 17. Now, quickly. Pass to Barrett. Over Cunningham. That one off the back iron and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Passes it to Stewart. Shot clock at 5. Count it from 12. Stewart's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Stewart hits you with a lot of variety. Very versatile big man with his unique size.
Ivy against Quickly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second
easy call.
Foul. Team second.
And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil.
DeAndre.
Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Ayton hits them both. Here's Ivy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you can see that quick twitch athleticism. Ivy is likely to spend a lot of time at the line in this league.
Ivy, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And Ivy drops them both.
Well, a top 5 pick back in 2022. Jaden Ivey's athleticism sticks out in a league of athletes. He is that explosive.
Barnes can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 15. Now, here's Ivy. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
Here's Barrett. And again, no good by Toronto. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. The kick out to Cunningham. Harris passes to Duran. Ivy on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Duran. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Cunningham with some nice D. This Pistons squad struggling. Ivy with it. In the corner, it's Harris. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Oh, just pure from the corner. Harris doesn't pass up an opportunity from there.
Pass to quickly. Floats it up for Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Well, a well-aimed pass sets Williams up for success so that he can just power it down.
Cunningham against Barrett. Cunningham himself. And Cunningham with the slice.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Now here's Williams. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Ayton. Shoots over Duran, and it's Ayton missing. Pistons trail by 10. Harris up top. Cunningham on the wing. kicks to Ivy. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Ivy's got 9 points here in the second half. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Barrett. Rebound, Detroit. Stewart's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint, and stolen by Barnes. The pass to Ayton. Ivy against Barnes. Over Ivy. And that one's good. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now a timeout. And we present our New Balance player of the game, R.J. Barrett.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pistons talked to his team during the break. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Cunningham. Count it. 12 points for Cade Cunningham.
Well, he was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Toronto calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these... And here is Quickly. Barrett kicks to Ayton. Barrett against Cunningham. A fader. Here's Ayton. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, how about the toughness on that finish? Ayton refusing to be pushed around.
At the line for the Raptors, Ayton. DeAndre Ayton. One shot.
One shot.
Pistons trail by 10. Cunningham finds Ivy. Fades back. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Barrett, no good.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
Here's Cunningham, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
Toronto calls timeout.
Trying to find some...
Raptors leading by 8. Here's Quickly. Pass to Ayton. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Detroit making a switch here. Fontecchio's checked in. And the first one at the line is good. Here's Quickly. Oh, Ayton in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
I see him.
Passes it to Cunningham. No good there. Nice D from Barrett. Raptors leading by 11. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Bucket is good. Cunningham's got 8 here in the quarter.
There's the handle of Cunningham on full display with that nice take.
Quickly against Ivy. Now here's Quickly. Guarded closely. And that one's good, Ayton.
Yeah, some energy from Ayton there.
Time running out for the Pistons. Cunningham on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Third personal foul. Penalty situation. At the line for your Pistons, Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
Two.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
He hits both from the stripe. Toronto leading by 9. Pass to Williams. Cunningham against Barrett. Back to Williams. Murray outside. Toronto working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They shoot again. Misses at the rim. Detroit's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. From 13, tried to bank it in, but he misses. And the Raptors with the ball. To the middle. Offensive rebound. And it's Ayton missing. Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Quickly against Harris. Now, Quickly. And so it's Toronto winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.